Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update. So yeah, thanks for the comments and messages. I guess some of you guys are watching it, so we'll keep it up. So yeah, we'll go straight over to those charts. And yeah, Euro US dollar first. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, we touched down to this horizontal after a sell-off from the daily 9. Bounce back up again, regained this horizontal here that we lost there, and now we are making a move back to the highs. So we'll obviously have to assess this in real time. But yeah, if we break above here, it's clearly we're clearly going to make an attempt for this level here. So that's not necessarily the most likely scenario, but it's definitely a potential scenario. I mean, I'm pretty much 50-50 whether this will just play some sideways or break up and play some sideways up here, in all fairness. But yeah, it does just like a nicely tested the daily 21, a nice bounce off that, and then we're taking out levels on the way up. So I mean, realistically, we'll have to see how we react with the the 19 handle, the 1.19 area, and yeah, monitor that, and we'll look out for some TD sells as well to give us a potential entry, potential 4 hour. Will obviously give us one first, just based on obviously the tightening price action. So yeah, a couple of 4 hour candles. We'll be on an 8 in an hour and a half or so, and then yeah, then the 9 in 4 hours after that, and then maybe accelerating into 9, maybe get up to here, and then well, test some either consolidation to downside. That would be what I would be looking at entry wise for a short trade. But obviously, clearly bouncing off here and yeah, breaking this level would have triggered a long trade. Cable, similar price action really. Let's go to 4 hour first. Sorry, daily first. Yeah, similar price action. We sort of got this range, tested the bottom side of it and bouncing off it at the moment. We haven't really got any horizontals of note drawn in here. It's only really just the high, the recent high. This must be drawn off, yeah, these highs here. In all fairness, we can move this down a little bit. I mean, you can see it's just as fine where it is. Yeah, so realistically, taking out this level would be pretty bullish. But I mean, do I think we're going to, or do I think we're going to consolidate whilst the moving averages catch up? I would guess we are going to consolidate, but hey, who knows? Obviously we'll just trade the breakout anyway if it breaks out. So yeah, I mean, obviously we'll come in on a trying to get to the 12 hour 9 down here, but we were just too close to the support, and the trade people just decided they wanted to get a piece of that action. Dollar index, here we go. Dollar index is coming up on a 4 hour 9, but we are not going to look at that first. We are going to look at the daily. Obviously you can see very bearish looking on the daily, looking like we're just gonna, but I mean, on the daily this just looks like we're just gonna come down, take out this trend line and just dump. That's what that daily looks like. You don't often get 1, 2, 3 times to buy the low, 3 chances. So either we don't make it to here, and we reverse and break the daily 21 and try and make a real attempt at breaking the trend, or we come down to here and we lose it, and we just lose that level. You'll be a brave man trying to buy a triple bottom and being right, and it not basically just collapsing on you. Just FYI. But yeah, I'll be watching out for this 4 hour 9. 4 hour 9, well, wherever it comes in at, I would potentially expect it to have a bit of consolidation straight bounce, just depending on what the market participants decide to do. But ultimately I'd expect that bounce or consolidation to get sold into, and we will just come and take this level out. Euro a pound, over to the daily first. Euro pound daily. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a case of, like we said yesterday, regaining this trend line, which we are doing. We're back in it. I mean, just the 100% confirmation for you guys would be, well, just for not the market in general, would be to take out this horizontal, and then we will be, I think, any bears thoughts of moving us down out this channel will just be, that'll be over with, and we'll just be will be onwards and upwards in this euro and pound. That's what I think will be the likely case. Nothing really TD wise there, and I mean, if we have anything TD wise here, it's just a price flipping flag anyway. So yeah, it's price flipping, so no TD. So yeah, realistically, this is looking like we are going to basically make progress within this channel. Aussie dollar Swiss franc. I mean, you can squint and see the head and shoulders there quite clearly. and we are, I mean, we're trying our best just to extend this. We are trying our best to hold this line. That's obviously, I mean, the royal we, the people, not just me in particular, just not us, but yeah, I mean, trying, but obviously once we lose that, I mean, realistically, the daily 200 is a target. Daily 200 is pointing down, and we're below these moving averages. It will look very toppy. It will look very toppy, guys. And this obviously is following basically the stock market. So is that an indication stock markets are in jeopardy? Well, just on a pure visual correlation basis, yes, it does. But hey, currencies aren't just basically relative trades anyway. I mean, currencies are relative trades and not necessarily what is going on in the stock market. So I mean, this is obviously a commodity-based pair, and it's also got close ties to China, who are not really in people's good books and are not are not obviously maybe not the most bullish outlook. But hey, we'll see what happens. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is obviously looking very good. Yes, we've taken out the 9. We said take out that hell at 9, onwards and upwards. That's how I trade the TDs. If we don't get rejected and don't take out the low, then we break above the top. It is a buy. So now we are in this territory on the daily. So yeah, I mean, that is the next target. So we could be getting a big move in this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, it could be getting a good move here. Not much. I mean, basically nothing really TD wise has slowed us down at the moment. So yeah, nothing TD wise is going to come in yet because we just had that daily in this 4 hours. So yeah, there's no real resistance here. So there's definitely an upward bias. Maybe we'll pop up and come back and back test and then pop up. But I'd watch out for that sort of price action. But generally speaking, it's clearly looking good. Daily on the US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, this was making its comeback. This is the comeback king, this is. But let's face it, the whole price is not really going anywhere, so it's just ranging. So yeah, fair enough. It's not necessary. You wouldn't look at it and think it's developing a new bullish trend. You would just look at it as ranging. So yeah, so not really much we can read on that. Obviously, we've got a 12 out of 9. I mean, we've got this horizontal level drawing, and I'll just use that horizontal still, take that out, and then yeah, I mean, just probably come back down. Well, at least to this level. And just form the tightening range, but yeah, potentially back down to there actually. But yeah, we'll see how that 12 out of 9 plays out. There's no real strong trend, so it's not. I mean, if it was a strong trend going upwards in that, I would be like, well, I would not really look for that 9. But yeah, let's have a look at pound Japanese yen. Looking good, looking bullish, poking its head through. Obviously blue skies relatively until about this level, which we will draw in now. So yeah, that's where we could be off to. That's where we could be going, guys. We could be off to the races. Just adjust this a little bit, and we'll just extend that trend line just so that we know that's what it is. Yeah, so yeah, bullish constructive price action. We'll extend this along because we may just back test this at some point. But yeah, so trend is your friend, basically, guys. Trend is your friend. Moving averages, yeah, looking good. Yeah, looking good. Looking like we could have a developing trend here that will move more upside. Obviously looking good on the 12-hour too. And the 4-hour is, yeah, 4-hour obviously looking pretty much the same. Bit of a sell-off of that 4-hour 9 we rallied into, and yeah, no signs of any 9s coming in anytime soon. Canadian dollar, did I change this volume? Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, not that one, this one, yes I did. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc on the daily. Yeah, it's given a shot to try and reverse this trend, but this is a very strong downtrend. So it's going to take some doing, but I mean, I would say, I don't normally look at the 50, but make it above the 50, above this horizontal level here. Then yeah, we really could be looking at some trend reversal. Not so much this level, but more that level. Let's look at the daily, 12-hour. Yeah, nothing really TD wise. I mean, ultimately I'd be bearish on this, but it's trying to make a comeback. It's trying to reverse that trend. Yeah, so obviously this is what happens when you break our highs. You just go onwards and upwards. There's no real anywhere place to stop you. We will just draw a horizontal in from here, I guess. just so we've got some point of reference, even though, I mean, we're not far off that now anyway. So, but it could be an important level for a pullback. It could be an important level for a sell-off. It could be an important level for a blast through and a test back test. So we'll keep that in there. But yeah, obviously Euro Japanese yen is looking good. Nothing TD wise on the daily that's gonna mess with our melons. Nothing on the 12-hour either, but would be looking for a 9 on the 4-hour, which isn't going to come in quite soon, for some sort of potential consolidation stroke pullback. US dollar, Canadian dollar, daily. I mean, this is a very bearish chart. This is a developing bear trend, as you can see. 200 still pointing onwards, but we are over moving averages coming down, and obviously we're off the back of a strong move up. But yeah, basically fully retraced the whole move now. Would you believe it? So yeah, I mean, this is looking bearish AF. So realistically, this is the target, and then after that, just pick anything. But yeah, I mean, we can obviously we'll monitor price action and TDs if it starts to form any sort of reversal patterns. But at the moment, there's no sort of reversal pattern here. Yeah, 409 will come in. Maybe that'll hold price up, but it's looking bearish. Aussie dollar, US dollar, daily. Yeah, it's not doing a lot. It's not doing a lot. We sort of lost that horizontal and came back up, but I mean, it's looking more to me like it's just going to form a range here until it basically chooses the direction. Obviously, the bias will be to the upside, daily 21 there. But yeah, realistically, gain this trend line, gain this horizontal, blast through. That would be a buy trade, but at the moment, there's not a lot going on really in this. New Zealand dollar, US dollar on the daily. Yeah, this is obviously fallen out of here now. Fell out yesterday, a bit of indecision. Now we are out of this. So yeah, realistically, targets down here. Obviously stops above that horizontal. But yeah, this is looking like a breakdown now. We broke down, back tested, coming back down. 12-hour 9. I mean, maybe this is going to hold us up a bit. Maybe we're going to hold us. I mean, obviously we know what we've got to. I mean, I'll just look at this horizontal anyway. You wouldn't necessarily want to short into this 9, but you could maybe wait till under here. But there's definitely a trade here, guys, for a move down to there. A good risk-reward trade anyway. Not necessarily going to work out, but just the risk to the reward. Yeah, this is clearly looking bearish. Not much to say about this. This looks a bit like the dollar index. Yeah, I mean, you don't often same things apply. You don't necessarily get 3 chances to buy the low, and we are looking to swoop in these lows again. So yeah, maybe blast through, maybe hit it with a 4-hour 9, a bit of consolidation, and then probably fall out of bed. Probably in the trading sense that's what I would expect chart wise, not in the financial advice sense where you just go and do it because it's probable because I said so, because it's not. Yeah, so daily 9 here. I mean, we've got the level now already really here, so we don't need to draw one on. But yeah, so this level really here, lose that. Yeah, expect to test the bottom of the range actually. Here we go. Yeah, and then obviously see how we interact with that level. But yeah, obviously if we don't take out that low, then it'll just be onwards and upwards. We'll blast through this high, and obviously taking out the high. This candle's not closed yet. Has it? It has. Is it there? Yeah, there's a red one there. Why is it like that? Anyway, yeah, taking obviously above this horizontal it's a buy, below this horizontal it's a sell based on that daily 9. Let's look at the 12-hour, see if we've got anything on the 12-hour. But yeah, obviously, as you guys know, we're basically trading a bit of a range in here for this, so I would probably expect it to actually just play that downside. US dollar, Mexican peso, yeah, just looking like it's going to break down. I mean, you could draw a descending channel straight wedge if you wanted to here. It could break to the upside. It could do. But I don't really know why. It's because I was going to basically put this on as a trade idea and didn't, and that's why we've got this sound here. There's no real rhyme or reason for it. But yeah, I mean, it's just looking bearish. It's just looking like it's coming down. I don't know why we're on a 3-hour time frame. Daily, nothing TD-wise is going to come in to the bear bull's rescue. 12-hour, absolutely nothing. And 4-hour, there's not going to be anything here either. And I didn't want to move that either. Got to get rid of that now. Undo that. If that is that even done it? Probably. Anyway, yeah, so over to the 4 hour, and nothing even on the 4 hour is gonna help this chart. It just looks like, well, yeah, it looks like we're gonna break down. Obviously if we break up though, we break up, we'll draw horizontal, sort of draw horizontal in. I mean, I know it's not straight, but yeah, we take out that, then yeah, potential upside. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that arrow there. That is it, isn't it? Oh no, Turkish lira. Here we go. So yeah, Turkish lira. I mean, yeah, it's just up there at those highs, isn't it? It's just bull flagging it out. Yeah, I'd wait for this daily 9. We'll probably accelerate into this daily 9, probably up to somewhere in this zone. I would guess. That would be my guess at price action. Obviously, we don't have to, but that would be my inclination. And then we'll just look to see whether what happens there. 409 may play a part. But I'll be looking out for that daily 9. So that's it, guys. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys very soon with the Binance update, and then I will be out of the office for most of the rest of the day until later this evening when I'll probably do the Bitcoin evening wrap.